I'm Brian Gann, Vice President for Enrollment and Student Services at Wake Tech. The equitable access teams for the Reach and Rally implementation have been focused on developing strategies that reach out into Wake County and serve our residents by helping with access to high-quality training and educational opportunities. One of our most important accomplishments during the past year has been a focused effort on improving opportunities with the Wake County Public School System and its Title I high schools. To meet this objective, Wake Tech has reimagined the traditional role of high school outreach by developing career and college access coaching. Over the past year, Anthony Garnes has stepped up to be the leader of this work in taking on the role of career and college access coach. Working with the Title I high schools, Anthony worked to connect more closely with students in his assigned schools, providing direct assistance with the admission process as well as scheduling a number of opportunities on site at the high schools, including college information sessions, financial aid labs, and advising labs. These efforts have been especially well received at Knightdale and East Wake high schools, where we saw a significant increase in applications and enrollment this fall. Work with these schools will also help to lay a strong foundation for Wake Tech's future as the Eastern 4.0 campus opens in the coming years. We're excited to expand this work into more high schools as we move forward in the Reach and Rally implementation and are working with our partners at Wake County now to identify the next round of high schools. Career and college access coaching is one of a number of strategies that Wake Tech is implementing to help more students from underrepresented groups, including minority and low-income students, be able to enter Wake Tech programs and access education and training that can promote economic mobility. As we move into year 2, we will continue working on how to better reach students in low economic health zones of Wake County and how we can help more students who may be missing out on federal and state aid opportunities by not completing their FAFSA application. Thank you for your support of the work toward equitable access at Wake Tech.
I am Nicole Reeves, and I serve as the Executive Vice President of Programs here at the college. And I am happy to report and to celebrate that we have established the first ever Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council. Establishing this council was one of the most salient strategies of our Reach and Rally strategic plan under the goal of equitable outcomes of the Reach and Rally strategic plan. And so the council was established this past August and includes a group of 20 committed members, including students, faculty, administrators, and staff. The council has hit the ground running and listening. Over this past spring semester, the council held 5 listening sessions, and those listening sessions were tailored around the 5 priorities that were identified during the development of the Reach and Rally strategic plan. Those priorities include campus climate, education and training, engagement and communication, student success, and workforce initiatives. And of the 5 listening sessions, there was a huge interest from the listening session participants in the college administering a campus climate survey. The council went to work, did their homework, they did their research, benchmarked other institutions, and they have identified vendors that will administer the campus climate survey this fall in November. And so colleagues, I would encourage you to participate in those surveys. This is an opportunity for your voices to be heard, and we will use the results to further inform the Reach and Rally strategic plan around our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And the final accomplishment that I would like to highlight from the DEI Council is that we have completed everything needed to launch what we are calling the Grow Our Own initiative. This is an initiative where the college will pay the tuition of staff or faculty of color that are interested in teaching in the STEM, in a STEM field. This initiative also supports diversifying our faculty and staff here at the college and is included as a major strategy of the equitable outcomes goal of the Reach and Rally strategic plan. So please be on the lookout for the announcement and the launch of the initiative late September, early October of this semester. We're looking forward to selecting and welcoming our first cohort of fellows this fall. So these are just a few of the things that the DEI Council has been up to. They have been hard at work, and there's so much more to share. But I will end by sharing that the Council has made significant progress over this past year, and I can genuinely say that it has been an honor to work with this group of individuals. They are definitely leading the way and moving the needle regarding student success through the development and implementation of DEI strategies. Well done, colleagues, well done.
Hi, I'm Brian Ryan, Senior Vice President of Effectiveness and Innovation here at Wake Technical Community College and Chair of the Reach and Rally Learning Committee. The Learning Committee is working to improve student performance in meeting program learning outcomes in all delivery methods, seated, blended, hybrid, and online. To that end, in the first full year of implementation, Reach and Rally action teams have focused on laying the groundwork for enhancing the tools faculty and students have available to them to succeed. One strategy, the college's Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning, or CETL, has developed a prospectus to guide bringing together the wide variety of faculty professional development initiatives under a holistic, evidence-based, inclusive umbrella that aligns with Wake Tech's definitions of teaching excellence. Another strategy, the Open Educational Research, or OER action team, has created a report, the OER expansion at WTCC, to capture the current state of OER at the college and to map the way forward. How do we maximize the benefits of these learning resources and minimize their drawbacks? While much of the Learning Committee's impact will be realized in the coming years, one initiative has already begun paying dividends. Wake Tech's Student Experience Program, or SEP. It's also recognized as the college's Innovation of the Year for 2021 and 2022. This collaboration between faculty and curriculum education, staff and enrollment and student services, and academic support teams in effectiveness and innovation also connects Reach and Rally learning objectives with completion and transfer objectives. The SEP connects academic and student support with Gateway English and Math courses to offer a one-stop contact for all support and to provide proactive wraparound learning and personal support to students with the most need. The SEP has reach. Since spring 2020, teams of faculty and support staff have served students in 8,000 seats each fall, 6,000 seats each spring, and thousands more each summer. The SEP rallies committed faculty and staff. Our research shows when faculty and staff closely partner to offer the instruction and support students need right when they need it, student success increases. The SEP has impact. That research and internal formal evaluation further indicates that these coordinated wraparound services are associated with statistically significant and positive improvements in student success and withdrawal rates in targeted Gateway courses, especially among female, African American, and Pell Grant receiving students. SEP lead Amanda Sonotis, as well as everyone involved in the project, are excited to take the SEP to the next level in 2022-23. In the coming year, look for the SEP to include partnerships with additional faculty across the college, starting with RISE faculty.
I'm Isabella Hernandez, a 2022 graduate of Wake Tech and a current student at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. In my first semester at Wake Tech, I attempted to take pre-calculus, but I dropped it because it became too overwhelming. Due to my struggles, I avoided math classes until my final year. In 2020, I was enrolled in an accounting course, but I was starting to fall behind. Due to this, my instructor introduced me to the Individualized Learning Center, and this was life-changing. At the ILC, I first met Tracy. She helped me gain an understanding of accounting principles and a newfound confidence. The pandemic caused the ILC to close its doors, but that did not hinder its reach. Rather, it expanded it. The ILC soon offered online tutoring, which remained available until late hours in the night. Thank you, Mrs. Tabron, for helping me during those nights. During my second year at Wake Tech, I was greeted by an outstanding team of tutors. Among them were Shannon, Mary, Eric, Edwin, Zach, and Ashley. Aside from math concepts, they also taught me to be patient with myself. Due to their support, I was able to pass pre-calculus, business calculus, and statistics. During my last semester at Wake Tech, I earned an 89 in statistics. This was the highest I had ever earned in a math course, since math was something I always struggled with. I spent a lot of time at the ILC during my final year at Wake Tech, but it didn't feel like a chore. I enjoyed going. The tutors care about their students and are just as dedicated. They want you to succeed. Ultimately, the ILC was a major factor to my success and eased my transition to UNC, and I am so grateful for the support and encouragement I received.
I'm Brian Gann, Vice President for Enrollment and Student Services at Wake Tech. The completion and transfer teams have made a number of accomplishments during the first year of Reach and Rally implementation. One of our most important accomplishments during the past year is the establishment of the CARE Center. CARE is an acronym that stands for Connection, Advising, Resources, and Engagement. And while it's great if you remember what each letter of CARE represents, what is even more important is that you know you have a central location where a student who needs supports can be referred. The CARE Center creates a central point of contact for student success coaching, wellness counseling, emergency aid, the Nest Food and Essentials Pantry, technology assistance, and transportation assistance. The CARE Center is also the home to a number of special student support programs such as Fostering Bright Futures, Pathway Success Scholars, and Student Money Management. We have launched our first official CARE Center on the Southern Wake campus in Building L, Suite 128, and more physical locations will launch in the coming months. Dr. Russell Lowry Hart, president of Amarillo College, has noted that as community colleges, we cannot ignore what is happening outside our college walls if we want to change what's happening inside our college walls. The CARE Center's goal is to create a circle of care that rallies around students to help them create a path towards success. While we know that the CARE Center cannot solve every student challenge, it is a place that you can direct students who need guidance or resources to help them stay on track toward their career and educational goals. The CARE Center is one of many strategies that Wake Tech is implementing to help raise Semester 1 to Semester 2 retention, increase student success, and help improve graduation and transfer rates so that more students are able to meet their goals. But much work lies ahead, and this work will need your support. Some ways you can help are by referring students who need wraparound supports to the CARE Center. Services can be accessed at waketech.edu/carecenter, emailing care@waketech.edu, or call 919-866-6111. You can also participate in the college's one-day mental health first aid training certification that will help you recognize and respond to student mental health needs, and by continuing to provide your support for the college's support programs such as helping to stock the Nest. Thank you to each of you for supporting completion, transfer, and wraparound supports at Wake Tech. Here's one of our students to tell you more about what that support means.
I'm Lahinandro Johnson Colleen, and I started as an international student from Madagascar. Now I am pursuing my Associate in Arts degree at Wake Tech. Right now, I'm taking nursing prerequisites with hopes of entering a nursing program in the future. Before the pandemic, I often used computers in the campus libraries to complete my assignments, so not having a personal laptop was not an issue for me. But once we moved to online classes and I could no longer access the computer labs, I soon needed my own laptop for all my schoolwork. That's when I decided to reach out to Student Services for help, and I was fortunate to receive a laptop. I was also able to get food from the Nest Food Pantry and emergency aid that helped me pay my tuition, buy textbooks, and take care of other bills. These resources and support found within the CARE Center reduced my anxiety and stress of worrying about how I was going to stay on track and be successful as a student. Thanks to these services, I was able to stay in college and finish the semester strong. I want to encourage other students who need support to not be afraid to reach out and use available support resources at Wake Tech. You are not alone in your journey. I am proud to say that I am well on my way to achieving my educational and career goals. Thank you, Wake Tech.
My name is Anthony Kaysen, Vice President for Workforce Continuing Education. One of the biggest accomplishments from our Labor Market Steering Committee comes from our Adult Learners Subcommittee. This subcommittee has worked hard to streamline pathways that move students from our non-degree courses in WCE to degree programs. This is being accomplished by identifying non-degree courses that lead to industry-recognized credentials and lead to sustainable living wages while also qualifying as the first or continuing credits towards a degree. Now, this strategy is twofold. One of the college's strategic objectives is to ensure the college is providing and students are taking courses that lead to sustainable living wages based upon local labor market data. By identifying these prospective pathways for students, it shows them on the front end what the earning potential is for courses that they will participate in. Secondly, by aligning these courses with degree programs, it gives students the option to also obtain college credit towards their associate's degree at the college. This meets another strategic objective of student completion. This accomplishment is important for student success because it provides solid options for students to be successful at obtaining family supporting wages through certification training or obtaining credit towards a degree that also leads to sustainable living wages, or both. We are already seeing some success with this strategy. One of our students in our bookkeeping QuickBooks course took that class in April 2022, and as of August, she is already employed as a bookkeeper with a local construction company. Now, although this student had taken previous classes at the college, including nurse aid and some degree courses, this pathway proved to make the difference in her obtaining employment. As we continue our important work on the strategic plan, we hope to have several more student success stories.
I'm Sandy Dietrich, Vice President of Curriculum Education Services and your Chief Academic Officer. One of our labor market goals in our strategic plan is to help students find sustainable employment where they earn a living wage and also achieve economic mobility through career advancement. As Wake Tech transitions to a one-college model of program offerings where choices for students are not defined as degree or non-degree, but as opportunities to develop employability skills that guarantee family-sustaining wages and upward economic mobility, we have been undergoing a holistic reorganization of our academic divisions. We have also been working to develop career ladders that illustrate very clear pathways with concrete and easy to understand information for students to help them climb the ladder in their chosen career. Our goal is to simplify the message for our community as we not only offer discrete programs, but perhaps more so than any other institution, connect our programs as ladders of economic opportunity. We are proud to report that moving forward, our programs will be grouped by divisions that offer both degree and non-degree programs, and we will change the name of career clusters to new career fields that more accurately reflect our program offerings. Through collaboration with our employer partners and our academic subject matter experts, we identified 13 career fields under which we cataloged hundreds of degree and non-degree offerings. We are including salary information for entry-level positions through associate degree completion and beyond. Students will know exactly what it takes to get a job and move along a career trajectory that may be dependent upon earning further credentials at Wake Tech or transferring to a university. Programs on our CFNC application are now being organized by career field. This work is the foundation for a redesigned, interactive website that will soon illustrate clearly defined pathways from work done prior to entering Wake Tech through credential completion, capitalizing on our stackable credentials, which foster manageable and meaningful skill development. It will also identify degree plus training opportunities that assist students in adding to their skill sets throughout their careers, making Wake Tech their lifelong learning partner.